What would you do if someone you loved deeply died and then showed up at your door? You saw them buried, you cried your eyes out, but now they're standing in front of you, smiling, talking, alive. Would you scream? Would you run? Would you fall to your knees? That's what happened to Jesus' followers, and it changed everything. After Jesus died, his followers weren't just sad. They were broken. Their whole world had fallen apart. They had followed Jesus for 3 years. They believed he was the Son of God. He healed the sick. He raised the dead. He taught people how to live. He gave them hope. And then, just like that, he was arrested, beaten, nailed to a cross, and killed like a criminal. Now the disciples were hiding, afraid for their lives, feeling like they had lost everything. Peter was probably replaying the moment he denied Jesus 3 times. John might have been remembering how Jesus said, "It is finished." Mary Magdalene was probably crying in the corner. Their hearts were shattered. Then, early on Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene went to visit the tomb where Jesus was buried. She just wanted to grieve. But when she arrived, the stone was rolled away. She ran, fast. She found Peter and John and shouted, "They have taken the Lord out of the tomb." The 2 men ran to the tomb. John got there first. Peter ran straight in. The tomb was empty. The burial cloth was there, folded. But Jesus wasn't. They were confused, not excited, not yet. They still didn't understand. But then, Jesus showed up. Mary stayed at the tomb, weeping. She looked inside again. 2 angels were sitting where Jesus had been laid. "Why are you crying?" they asked. She said, "They've taken my Lord away, and I don't know where they put him." Then she turned around and saw someone standing there. She thought it was the gardener. "Sir, if you've taken him away, tell me where he is." Then the man said one word, "Mary." She froze. She knew that voice. "Teacher," she cried, running to him. It was Jesus, alive, real, breathing. He said, "Go and tell my brothers." And just like that, Mary became the first person to see the risen Jesus, and the first to share the good news. That evening, the disciples were hiding in a locked room. They had heard Mary's story, but it was hard to believe. People don't just come back from the dead. Then suddenly, Jesus appeared. He didn't knock. He didn't open the door. He was just there. "Peace be with you," he said. They gasped. Some probably screamed. They thought he was a ghost. Then he showed them his hands, with the holes from the nails. He showed them his side, where the spear had gone in. Only then did they believe. Joy rushed into their hearts. Their sorrow turned into celebration. Their fear began to fade. Jesus wasn't dead anymore. One disciple wasn't there that night. His name was Thomas. When the others told him, he said, "I won't believe unless I see the nail marks myself, unless I touch his wounds." 8 days later, the disciples were together again. This time, Thomas was there. And just like before, Jesus appeared. "Peace be with you," he said. Then he turned to Thomas. "Put your finger here. Look at my hands. Touch my side. Stop doubting and believe." Thomas fell to his knees. "My Lord and my God." Jesus said something powerful. "You believe because you see me. But blessed are those who haven't seen and still believe." That's you. That's me. We haven't seen him with our eyes, but we can still believe. Later, 7 of the disciples were fishing. All night long, they caught nothing. Then a man on the shore shouted, "Throw your net on the right side." They did, and caught so many fish they couldn't pull the net back in. John squinted at the shore and said, "It's the Lord!" Peter couldn't wait. He jumped into the water and swam. When they got to the beach, Jesus was there. He ate with them, laughed with them, talked to them like he always did. It wasn't just a quick visit. He was with them like a friend, like a teacher, like the Savior he had always been. Over the next 40 days, Jesus appeared to many people, over 500 at one time. He spoke to them about God's kingdom. He reminded them of what was written in the scriptures. He gave them a mission. Go into all the world, tell everyone what you have seen, make disciples, baptize them, teach them. I'll be with you always. Then one day, while talking to them, Jesus ascended into heaven. They watched as he rose into the clouds. 2 angels appeared and said, "Why are you staring into the sky? He will come back one day, just like you saw him go." Jesus didn't just rise and disappear. He stayed. He showed up. He proved it again and again. To the ones who betrayed him, to the ones who doubted, to the ones who were afraid, to the ones who thought it was too late. And he still shows up. When you're scared, he shows up with peace. When you doubt, he shows up with answers. When you're lost, he shows up with love. When you think it's too late, he reminds you, it's not. Jesus is alive. And because he lives, you can have hope, even when everything seems broken. So here's the real question. If Jesus is alive, and he is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep hiding in fear? Or are you going to open the door and let him into your life? He's not far away. He's right here, ready to meet you, just like he met them. Are you ready to believe? If this story touched your heart, don't just click away. Subscribe now for more powerful Bible stories that remind you Jesus still shows up, still heals, and still changes lives. We post new videos every week to help you grow in your faith and walk with God. Hit that bell so you never miss a message that could change your life. Jesus is alive. Let's follow him together.